Awesome.
Got it, ma? Somewhere it is there. I'll check it out and I'll forward to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So then, coming to the class. So in last class, we are discussing about the preparation of the methanol. Is it right? So how you are going to prepare, and commercially how you are going to prepare the methanol means here. So commercially, methanol is prepared from water gas. So what is meant by the water gas, ma? What is meant by the water gas?
So CO2 plus H2.
So water gas is nothing but it is a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Okay, so carbon water gas is nothing but here it is the mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is called as a water gas. So when the water gas is, it undergoes to the reduction reaction in presence of zinc oxide and chromium trioxide at 200 atmosphere pressure. Okay, at 200 atmosphere pressure, it is converted into methanol. Okay, it is converted into methanol. Yeah. So next, what is the another important concept we are having means here? Next, we will check it out the preparation of ethanol. Next, we'll check it out here. The preparation of ethanol. Preparation of ethanol. So what is the molecular formula of the ethanol, ma? What is the molecular formula of the ethanol?
CH3, CH2, OH.
C2H5OH.
C2H5OH is called as a ethanol. So how you are going to prepare the ethanol means here, ethanol is prepared from molasses. Okay. Ethanol is prepared from here, molasses. How you are going to prepare the ethanol means here from the molasses, or we can take as a from grapes also. From grapes also we can prepare as a methanol. Okay. So what is the method we are using means by the fermentation method. Okay. By fermentation. By fermentation. So what is mean the fermentation process? What is mean the fermentation process, ma? What is mean by the fermentation process? In biology already you got here. So fermentation is nothing but both are JEE only, yeah?
Yes, sir. So is it something like they add yeast and keep it over very
Very good.
long period of time?
Yeah. So fermentation process also we are seeing at home. How the milk is converted into the curd means by the fermentation process only. For that also we are adding as a
So
yeast.
even for bread, right?
Right, ma. So bread also. Okay, so all these are the fermentation. What is the fermentation process means? It is the decomposition of the complex compounds into simple molecular compounds in presence of enzymes. Okay, in presence of enzymes. Enzymes are they act as a biocatalyst. Enzymes are released by the microorganisms. Okay, enzymes are the releases from the microorganisms which we are adding in the solution. Okay, that enzymes are they act as a catalyst. Okay, that enzymes are they convert the high molecular mass substance, that is complex compounds, into simple molecular mass compounds. The process only we can call as a fermentation process. So generally, so fermentation process it takes place in anaerobic condition. Okay, anaerobic condition. Fermentation process will takes place here anaerobic and aerobic condition. AERO. AERO and aerobic condition. Fermentation process is takes place an aerobic condition. So what is the aerobic and aerobic condition? An aerobic condition means in the absence of air. Okay, so what is the anaerobic conditions means here? Anaerobic conditions is nothing but here in the absence of air. Okay, the fermentation process we can takes place in the absence of air. Okay, so from two methods, by taking from the two compounds we can prepare as a ethyl. All. What are the two methods we are using? Means first method here. In this one, the first method. So what is the first method we are taking? Means here from molasses. Molasses. So which we can call as a molasses ma? So what is meant by the molasses? So molasses is nothing but, so whatever the residue it is there. Okay. So the residue left after separation of okay sugar from sugar cane juice, from sugar cane juice. Okay, so from sugar cane juice. So what is this one means here? So what is the molasses means? Molasses is nothing but here. What is the residue which is left from the residue left from after separation of the sugar from the sugar cane juice? How they are preparing as a sugar here from sugar cane juice only, na? Do you have any idea about that one? How to prepare the sugar from the sugar cane juice?
No, sir.
You don't have any idea. Samita, what about you? Do you have any idea about that one?
No, sir.
Actually, we are having whatever the sugar it is that. We'll have tea and coffee and so many ingredients we are preparing from the sugar. Is it right? Sweets and all they prepare for the sugar only. Without sugar
Yes.
it is okay. So without sugar is any possibility is that to prepare the sweets? No. So how we are going to prepare? How they are going to prepare the sugar means here from the sugar cane juice. Actually, what is the color of the sugar cane juice? Everyone summer season is started in Hyderabad. So they used to have more sugarcane juice in summer season. Is it right? Coconut
Yes, sir.
water, sugarcane juice. Now, whenever you're having the sugarcane juice, means what is the color of the sugarcane juice?
So
First of
it's
all,
greenish.
huh?
It's like green in color.
It's a green color. Okay, and okay, it's a green color. But sugar crystals,
They are like clear or white.
okay. So you're telling that sugarcane juice is green color, but sugar crystals are which color? Ma, you're telling that it is a colorless actually. So transparent crystalline crystals it is there. Transparent crystals are there. How they converted the transparent crystals here?
So is it due to fermentation or decomposition?
Nothing. Ma, here. So first what they are doing means here they are collecting the sugarcane juice in a big containers. Okay, so actually it is very diluted form it is there. So that they are making in the concentration. How they are making the concentration is by boiling at high temperature. They're boiling at here high temperature. If they're boiling at high temperature means so they converted into okay. So if they heated at high temperature means they become as a concentrated mark. That means the viscosity is going to be increases. So what's the for that one? What I can say the example means here. You know the sugar solution, is it right? Sugar solution. Okay, sugar solution and sugar syrup. Do you find out any difference?
So sugar syrup is more thicker.
Very good, ma. Sugar syrup is more thicker than the sugar solution. So first what we are doing is whatever the sugarcane juice it is there, that is lesser thicker here. If you heat at high temperature, the thickness of the sugarcane juice is going to be increases. After increasing of the sugarcane thickness here, so what they will do is that juice they placed on the animal charcoal beds. They placed on animal charcoal beds. So what is meant by the animal charcoal generally? If you know all these things means I think so you won't eat sugar also. You know the preparation process and it. So what is meant by the animal charcoal beds, ma? Which we can call as animal charcoal.
Is it something like remains of dead animals?
Uh,
Fossils?
bone ash. Okay, even our bones also it is there. Na? If you heat at high temperature, means they become as a white powder. Okay, that white powder only we can call as a animal ash. Okay, so when the sugar syrup is placed on the animal charcoal, means animal charcoal is it act as a good adsorbent. Animal charcoal is it act as a good adsorbent. It removes the color impurities. Whenever you're placing on that one, means first it absorbs the color impurities and it gives us a colorless real crystals. Okay, slowly it undergoes to the evaporation process and it forms as a some crystals. That crystals only we can call as a sugar. That crystals only we can call as a sugar. Now, whenever you're heating continuously, okay, some lost part black color residue it is there in that containers only, in big containers only. That black color residues are we can call as here molasses. That black color residues are we can call as here molasses. Okay, so now in molasses, so molasses is containing 20 to 40% of the sugar. How much sugar it is there in molasses? 20 to 40% of the sugar it will be there. So by using that one, we are preparing as a ethyl alcohol. Sir, how we are preparing means whatever the molasses it is there, but we are making as a dilution. Okay. So which component it is there in a molasses, ma? You're telling that sugar cane juice. Sugar. What is the sugar? Sugar is nothing but sucrose only now. Which substance, chemical substance it is there in sugar cane juice means here? Sucrose. It is present in a sucrose. Now, first what we are doing means here molasses. So we are diluting. We are adding as a water. If you add the water for the molasses means it becomes as a dilute solution. This dilute solution is contain 20 to 40% of sugar. It contains a 20 to 40% of the sugar. Okay, for this molasses only we are adding as a this 20 to 40% of the sugar, 20 to 40% of the sugar is containing. Okay, so if we are adding as for this one we are adding as a yeast. What we are adding here? We are adding as a yeast. Okay, after adding the yeast it undergoes to the fermentation process. It is adding as here fermentation process. Okay, if it undergoes to the fermentation process means, so first let us see what is the chemical substance it is there in the sugar. So sugar solution means here it is containing sucrose. It is containing here sucrose. It is containing sucrose. What is the molecular formula of the sucrose? What is the molecular formula of the sucrose? What is the molecular formula of the sucrose, ma'am? Any one of you? C12H22O11. C12H22O11. So for this one, first we are adding as a water. Okay, so that is one I told now. So molasses we are adding as a water. Molasses containing 20 to 40% of the sugar here. Okay, so that is present in the form of sucrose. Okay, so after adding the water, it is converted into glucose and fructose. What is the molecular formula of the glucose? C6H12O6. Plus, what is the molecular formula of the fructose? C6H12O6. Okay, so one is called as a glucose, another one is called as a fructose. Another one is called as a fructose. So glucose is having, sir, we are having both are having same molecular formula. Both are having same molecular formula. But what's the difference it is there means here? Glucose is having free aldehyde group. Free aldehyde group. Fructose is having ketone functional group. Fructose is having ketone functional group. So now we got the clarity, all of you. So glucose is having aldehyde functional group and fructose is having ketone functional group. Okay, now after adding the sugar in this one, which enzyme we are adding means enzyme it is going to be releases means here invertase enzyme. Okay, invertase enzyme. Sucrose is it converts the glucose and fructose in presence of invertase enzyme. Okay, again here C6H12O6 it is there. Okay, so whatever the glucose it is there in presence of zymase enzyme, it is converted into 2 moles of the ethyl alcohol C2H5OH plus 2 moles of the carbon dioxide is going to be releases. Okay, so what are the products it is going to form means here? First, it forms by here. Whatever the glucose it is there in presence of zymase enzyme, it is converted into C2H5OH. C2H5OH is called as here ethyl alcohol. It's called as here ethyl alcohol. Okay, that we can call as a ethyl alcohol, and it releases the carbon dioxide gas. Whatever the ethyl alcohol it is formed in from the molasses, it contains 6 to 14% of the alcohol it will be there. How much alcoholic percentage it is there means here? It contains here 6 to 14%. 6 to 14% is have. Contains here 6 to 14%. Okay. Now, so whatever it is that is only we can call whatever the alcohol we got from the 6 to 14%, that is we can call as here wash or oat also we can call it here. Wash or oat. Okay, so whichever it is extracted from the molasses, that we can call as a wash or oat we can call. Now we got the clarity. Still anyone you having doubt? Aditi?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is the one method so which we are using from the molasses. And what is the second condition? So what's the second condition it is there means here? The second condition is from sugarcane juice, that means from the grapes. From grapes also, ma. Okay, so we can prepare here. So grapes are having high content of sugar, ripened grapes. Ripened grapes are they contain here high sucrose levels while comparing with the other fruits. Okay, so which fruits are having high sucrose levels means here grapes are having high content of the sucrose. Okay, so in this one, so first we are crushing the grapes. First we are crushing the grapes. So grapes are containing sucrose na. So that sucrose is, what is the molecular formula of the sucrose? C12H22O11. C12H22O11 plus H2O. C12H22O11 plus H2O. Okay, in presence of invertase enzyme. In presence of invertase enzyme, it is converted into again glucose and fructose. It is converted into glucose plus fructose. Glucose plus fructose. So what are the glucose it is there in zymase enzyme? In presence of zymase enzyme, again it is converted into ethanol. That means C2H5OH plus, and it releases the 2 moles of the carbon dioxide gas. Okay. So by using this method also we can prepare acid. So ethyl alcohol. Okay, so by using this method also we can call all these are we can process as called as here fermentation process. Actually the fermentation, now whatever the sucrose it is there in a grape juice and molasses and all, where they are going to be keep means here they store means here they store in a wooden balls, big wooden balls they are going to be stored. Okay, so how many days they are going to be stored means here 2 to 3 days. How many days means here 2 to 3 days they are going to be stored in a wooden bowls. And how much temperature they are maintaining means here, they maintain 30 to 40 degrees Celsius of the temperature. How much temperature they maintain here? 30 to 40 degrees Celsius of the temperature they are maintaining. Okay, they maintain the 30 to 40 degrees Celsius of the temperature. Okay. Now, so if you want less than, if you maintain less than 30 degrees means it not undergoes to the fermentation process. It won't undergoes to the fermentation process. At the same time, if you place in atmospheric air, it undergoes to the oxidation reaction. Okay, so for example, after forming the ethanol, if we keep more days means, it undergoes to the oxidation reaction. It expels into the, exposed to the atmospheric air. In atmospheric air, it undergoes to the oxidation reaction, and ethyl alcohol CH3 bond CH2OH is converted into acetic acid CH3COOH. It is converted into acetic acid. It is converted into acetic acid. Okay, clear? So whenever it is converted into the acetic acid means it changes taste. It changes taste here. So due to that reason only, after 2 days immediately they removed and they stored in a bottles. Okay, so for to preserve also they are adding some of the chemicals also. Actually, ethanol is whatever the ethanol we are preparing from the grape juice and all that we can call as a wine. That we can call as a wine. So wine is containing 15%, max 15% of the alcoholic content. 15% of the alcohol content it will be there in a wines. So wines can be used for the drinking process. Okay, so wines can be used for drinking process. Okay, in this one, in the from the grapes or molasses, whatever the alcohol we got, that it is 14% only na. Okay, that is in 14% only na here. That we can convert it into 95%. How we can convert into the 95% means here distillation process. Okay, so distillation process. By doing the distillation process, we can prepare as a 95% of the alcohol. 95% of the alcohol is called as a rectified spirit. Rectified spirit we can call. Which one? 95% of the alcohol. And 100% of the alcohol. 100% of the alcohol is called as a absolute alcohol. Absolute alcohol. Okay, in this one, sir, where we are using means alcohols are they plays an important role in daily life also. Okay, so here rectified spirit where we are using ma to clean wounds. To clean wounds, my. Okay, to clean wounds they are using as a rectified spirit. Okay, and absolute alcohol. So absolute alcohol means they diluted means here. So it is converted into the 95% of the alcohol. 95% of the alcohol only we can call as a rectified spirit. Rectified spirit can be used in the preparing to clean the wounds and all they can use for here. Okay, and some body deodorants and all we are using. That is also it is containing as ethanol. Okay, so due to that reason only, so in corona pandemic condition, so many, so we all are use sanitizers only na? We all are use sanitizers in these 2 years. Used or not? Aditi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Samhita. So in that sanitizers also we are having ethanol. Ethanol is highly inflammable. What is meant the highly inflammable? What is mean by the highly inflammable?
So they easily catch fire.
It is easily catches fire. So due to that reason only in biology lab or in chemistry labs also they can use as spirit labs. They can use as a spirit lamps. Spirit is nothing but it is a ethanol only. And one more question they're asking here. So denaturation of the alcohol. What is mean by the denaturation of the alcohol? What is mean by the denaturation of? What is mean the denaturation of alcohol? What is mean by the denaturation of alcohol? Anyone, do you have idea? What is mean by the denaturation of the alcohols? Now, ethanol is used as a drinking purpose. Wines and all we are calling that is here nothing but drinking purpose only. Denaturation of the alcohol means so we are making as a unfit for the drinking process. Okay, so we are making into unfit for the drinking process. Sir, how you are making means by addition of aqueous solution of the copper sulfate, and by addition of the pyridine. If you add the aqueous solution of the copper sulfate and pyridine means it is unfit for drinking process. It is unfit for drinking process. And it gives us some foul smell also. It gives some foul smell. Small foul smell means bad smell it gives. It gives us some foul smell also. And it is a slow poison. So whenever it is mixed with the copper sulfate, aqueous solution of the copper sulfate and pyridine means here. So it affects on the liver. Okay, slowly damages the liver. So by taking immediately, we can't find out if it take 1 hour, so 1 month or 1 year. If you take for a long time means here, it shows the effect on the liver. Okay, it spoils the livers and kidneys. And what is the another method means by addition of the methanol. By addition of methanol, right? Addition of the methanol also. If you add the methanol for the ethanols means here, it is not suitable for the drinking process. Okay, so because of methanol is poisonous only now. Generally, we can call as a methanol is slow poison. So why we are calling as a slow poison means first it causes the blindness. After that, it spoils the livers, and finally it causes the death here. So due to that reason only methanol also we can call as a slow poison. So now you got the clarity until here. What is mean by the denaturation of the alcohol means the alcohol which is used for the drinking purpose that we are making into unfit for the drinking purpose. How we are going to make it into the unfit purpose? Unfit means here by addition of aqueous solution of the copper sulfate and pyridine, or we can add the methanol. If you add the methanol means it is not suitable for the drinking process. Now we got the clarity. Got it? Aditi?
Yes, sir.
Samhita, do you understood? Do you understand until here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, ma'am. So this is the one. So this is about the ethanol and methanol. It is completely about the alcohols. Next, we'll see about the physical properties of the phenol. So already we had seen the preparation of the phenols. We are going to prepare the phenols, ma'am. What is meant by the phenol?
Benzene with OH.
Okay. So if the OH group is present on the benzene ring, mean that we can call as a phenol. How we are going to prepare the phenol, ma'am? What are the methods? Just briefly.
Cumin is one method.
Long back we discussed about this one here. Okay. So preparation of the phenol. Preparation of phenol. So how we are going to prepare the phenol? Our intention is we have to prepare the phenol. What are the methods we are using in the preparation of the phenol? Finally, we have to get this one. What are the reactants? First one, Dawes process. So what is the Dawes process? When the chlorobenzene is, okay, so treated with sodium hydroxide, NaOH, then it undergoes to the acid hydrolysis. If it undergoes to the acid hydrolysis, means it forms as a phenol. Okay, and what is the second method? From benzene diazonium salt. What is the molecular formula of the benzene diazonium salt? If N2Cl, if it is warmed with water, warm with water. If it is warm with water, also it forms as a phenol. And what is another one here? From oleum, when the benzene is treated with the oleum. So what is meant the oleum means here? It is a mixture of H2, sir. What is meant by the oleum means oleum is nothing but here H2S2O7. When the benzene is treated with the oleum means it forms as a benzene sulfonic acid. When the benzene sulfonic acid is, it undergoes to the hydrolysis means it forms as a phenol. That is the one method. And what is the another method we are using means here? What is another method we are using in the preparation of the phenol means? And another one is from salicylic acid decarboxylation reaction. OH bond COO-Na. When the sodium carboxylate is treated with soda lime. What is meant by the soda lime? What is meant by the soda lime?
Sir, NaOH plus CaO.
Very good. It is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide mixture. It is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide mixture is called as a soda lime. Okay, it forms as a phenol. By the decarboxylation reaction, it forms as a phenol. Okay, and what is another one? And from cumin also we can prepare the phenol now. Cumin. What is meant by the cumin means here? Isopropyl benzene. Okay, so from cumin also we can prepare as a phenol. Now we got the clarity here. Okay, from cumin also we can prepare as a phenol. Next one. Is any other methods are there? No, na? So all these are the different methods we are using in the preparation of the phenol. So what are the physical properties of the phenol? Physical properties. What are the physical properties of the phenol? What are the physical properties means here? Phenol is colorless. Phenol is colorless. And it has some color. It has some characteristic odor. Characteristic odor. That is only we can call as a phenolic odor. Characteristic smell, it will be there. Okay, it is a colorless and it has a characteristic smell here. It is highly corrosive with skin. It is highly corrosive. So what is meant by the corrosive? What is meant by the corrosive nature? Sulfuric acid also it is highly corrosive. Phenol also it is highly corrosive. And sodium hydroxide also it is having corrosive nature with the skin. If it is poured on the skin means it causes some bubbles and you will get us some burning sensation. Okay, if it is poured on the skin means yeah, it causes bubble and it causes some burning sensation. So that is only we can call as a corrosive nature. So due to that is only whenever you enter into the lab, so be careful with the concentrated sulfuric acid and phenol also. Okay, but we have a practical, we have to do the test with the phenol. What is the test we are doing with the phenols means here in lab? Identification of the functional group it is there. Phenol also it is one of the functional group. Identification test and we have to do the confirmation test here. Okay. Sometimes whatever the phenol it is there in a lab, that it will be in light pink color. Okay, so whatever the phenol it is there in laboratory, that it will be in light pink color. Sir, how you are getting as a light pink color means here, when the phenol is exposed to the sunlight, exposed to the sunlight, exposed to the sunlight and air, it is turns into the light pink color. It turns into the light pink color. So that means it undergoes to the oxidation reaction. Okay, so phenol is it undergoes to the oxidation reaction, then it is converted into the light pink color. So that's why phenol it always be stored in colored bottles. Where they are going to be stored, ma? So phenol is stored in color bottles. Stored in color bottle. Okay, and actually phenol is a colorless, characteristic colorless crystalline liquid. Crystalline solid, crystalline solid, colorless crystalline solid with characteristic smell. Okay, so highly corrosive, and phenol is exposed to the sunlight on air means it is converted into the pink color. So phenol is stored in a colored bottle, and phenol is partially soluble in water. Phenol is partially soluble in water. So because of it forms as a hydrogen bonds. Because it forms as a hydrogen bonds. That's why partially it is going to be soluble in water, but highly soluble in organic solvents. But highly soluble in organic solvents. Highly soluble in organic solvents. Okay, but highly soluble in organic solvents. And here, so boiling point temperature of the phenol, boiling point temperature of the phenol is greater than that of hydrocarbons, greater than that of hydrocarbons and haloarenes and ethers So which one am I here? So phenols are having high boiling point temperature while comparing with the hydrocarbons, haloarenes and ethers, which are having similar molecular masses. Which are having similar molecular masses. So this is about here physical properties of the phenol. Then tomorrow we'll start about chemical properties of the phenol. Okay. So we'll continue in the next class, ma'am. Aditi and Samhita.
Sir, do alcohols have a higher boiling point than phenols?
Alcohols means if it alcohols are having high boiling point temperature than that of the phenol, ma'am. So because of alcohols are having more surface area, na?
Yes, sir.
Surface area is increases means the boiling point temperature is going to be increases.
Increases, yeah.
Aditi, do you have any doubt until here?
No, sir.
So then we'll continue in the next class. Tomorrow we'll see the chemical properties. Okay.
What?
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome all.